Their drive will begin at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
The Ravens on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. L.J. Collier able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 34. He'll set up to throw from the gun. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Let's go.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The keeper. He's across midfield to the 40.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson eluding the pressure right. He lets it fly for Lockett.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a 1st down.
And the Seahawks
out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards on the play. 1st down. From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Complete.
Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow, because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards, as he's taken down right at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10, being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And they have a first.
Second nature, all is automatic.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Bill Stadium in upstate New York. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
And we are underway in Buffalo. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Stand 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On the play brings up 3rd down.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. He can run. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Seattle.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Seahawks.
On first down, Carson. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1.
Go, go, go.
Wilson will hand to Carson on the option. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. Penny will try to punch it in. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
The ball carrier.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. That good for 22 and a 1st down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. And that was Carlos Dunlap who got in to take him down. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run and, of course, get to the quarterback.
You ain't going nowhere.
Another try after the first down sack. Allen, he's got it complete to Stephon Diggs.
Allen's pass.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 11.
Kill, kill, kill.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe.
Singletary, they'll run for it. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
42-yard line.
On first down, they stick with Singletary. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
He was taken down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Watch 54. Watch the run. Watch the run.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And now it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 7.
Right there. 54, Mike. I'm coming middle. I'm coming after you. I'm coming.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Brings up 4th down.
Hey, take your soft self back to huddle. Soft self back to huddle. Hey, watch.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Buying time to his left. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward. From the shotgun, Wilson.
Here we go.
Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield.
Wilson's pass.
That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. He finds his running back, Hyde. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Carson, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the 2nd half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and Roberts choosing not to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
Check three, check three, check three. Middle, 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 middle. '54's Mike, 54's Mike. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54.
From the gun, it's Allen. He's going deep for Brown. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. The Seahawks have David Moore back deep. Returning it is Moore. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Hey, watch that, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Hatch it, hatch it. Check, 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 check.
5 wide, 5 wide, 5 wide.
The third quarter starts with a run by Singletary. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. Now Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. L.J. Collier. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. Escaping the under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Throwing now is Allen. Eluding the pressure right. He's good. Allen hit. He lost the football. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, if they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime, they're fortunate to retain possession.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Here's Moore on the return. 13 yards on the return there after a punt of 57. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second.
On second down, Hyde.
Bills 41 yards.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Carlos Hyde.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Down at the 37-yard line.
Now it's Wilson. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. The sack there by Trent Murphy. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now he's flushed out left. Going for Metcalf. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. They'll run on first down. It's Carson, and he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 10-yard line.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. Wilson gets rid of it quickly, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line.
At the 13-yard line.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's fourth down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
30-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Bills take over first and 10. At their own
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. L.J. Collier picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. To try again after the sack, Allen. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
After the interception, here's Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson.
Wilson's pass.
That catch good for only a couple. So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
At the 44-yard line.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Gain of 9 yards. First down, Seahawks.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. He's going to take off with it. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Flush to his right. This will be caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 24 yards. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. Flushed out right. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Let's go, D.
On 3rd and goal, they're going to run the option. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. Off the option, that's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. From 4 yards out. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
1st and 10. At their own
the Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the 1st. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He was taken down by Bobby Wagner.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Taken down by
just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This is a draw play. Allen gives to Singletary. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
54 Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now Allen, gotta have this one. Pressure comes, he's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Carlos Dunlap and the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Oh, Wilson gonna throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Throwing again. Wilson. And that'll be incomplete.
Wilson's
took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Again, Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow. Talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some
and pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Hey, tight.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. He's going to let it fly. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
By the Seahawks. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just 1 kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now, to put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. So the victory here for Seattle. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led